Hello everyone and welcome to Plus Equal. Today we are here to talk about physical materials. Do you need any object to bounce around? Well, we got you covered in this short tutorial. The first thing I will do is create a folder here for my physical material. So let's create folder for physical material. Let's open up and let's create actually a physics material right here. And let's call it bouncy material. Physics material, bouncy. After doing this, you can see that we have the inspector tab here and we got some parameters right here. So we want to put bounciness to the maximum level. If you hover your mouse over bounciness, it says how bouncy the collider surface is, defined by how much speed the other collider retains after collision. And these go from 0 to 1. So let's put this to 1. And just by doing this, let's try it out. I can grab, for example, my other apple for comparison, which actually doesn't have any collision attached. So the first thing I need to do is actually place a mesh collider on it and assign its mesh, and its mesh is called skin. So I will grab it from here as well. There you go, you can see the highlight over the apple. And now where it says material, you want to pass the physics material here that we just created. So you can either drag and drop or you can look it up right here, as both options will do the same result. Let's not forget about making this a convex mesh, and we need to add a rigid body right here so we react to the gravity. Let's hit play and see how the apple reacts. For your information, the other apple also have a rigid body attached, but that doesn't count. Well, both apples going down. Let's see it again one more time. Let's hit play, and you can see that this one doesn't have a physical material, so it will bounce on the cheese and just roll on the floor, while this one will keep bouncing a little bit. Let's look here near to the ground and let's hit play again and see how they will react. So this one comes and bounces a little bit. It actually rotates a little bit as well, since the mesh is not perfect, so it might hit a little bit with one vertex and it rotates, but it's cool. You can apply this to any sort of object. I'm applying it to the apple, but the most common case, if you are new to Unity, maybe you just want to create an empty object like a cube or a sphere. For example, if you are playing D&D, you might want a dice, just a little cube here. Let's put it right here, and you want to roll it, put a random rotation. These prefabs already come with a box collider. You want to attach a rigid body, otherwise it won't fall, and you want to apply the physical material. So right now you can see that it's static. If we hit play, nothing will happen. It will stay just floating here, right, compared to the other objects. Now apply the physical material right here, the bouncy material, and add a rigid body here, and you will see that the cube will react just like a normal dice would do. Let's see, falling on the ground, bang. It's very bouncy. Most likely a dice wouldn't be this bouncy, but let's put it down a little bit. We can also do something like duplicate our apple. Let's put it actually on top of this cube, and let's see how they will react when they fall into each other. Or in this case, the apple will fall into the cube. Let's see. Boing. You could tweak more stuff, like the mass, for example, of the apple would be something smaller than this, like 0.3, imagine. While the mass of this cube is insane. Let's say that the mass is like 3. But let's hit play and see how this affects our game. They will fall, bang. Oh, there you go. The apple is going crazy. It's very bouncy because it's very light right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content. It helped me out a lot, and I will see you next time. As always, stay awesome and have a nice day.